All right, we're gonna get started with the meeting. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, will you call the roll?
Commissioner Early?
Here.
Commissioner Walsh?
Here.
Commissioner Rozak?
Here.
He's here somewhere.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Commissioner Lee? Mayor Hart?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. I'm now gonna open it for public comment. If anybody would like to say anything, please come down the center aisle, talk into the microphone, tell your name and your address and what you would like to say.
Wayne Kansler, 226 Fossil Cove Lane. First, I want to thank the council just for all the work that you do. I know that you get paid, but this is pretty much a volunteer job as anything based on your pay rate. I also want to comment about the fact of communication. Dale, bringing these ideas of having these town halls has been great all the way through, all the way around. Bringing the guest speakers, always good for information back to the public. So thank you all. Communication also with just the city in general. I've been coming to these meetings pretty regularly for about the last 15 years. And regular meeting, almost every meeting unless I'm out of town. I've seen a lot of changes. The way the meetings have been conducted with this council have been very professional. And again, thank you for that. Invitation. Shadow Lakes has sponsored a Meet the Candidates for the last 4 elections, and we have extended that same offer to all 6 candidates that are coming up for election in the coming election. If you haven't received the letter yet, it went out over the weekend. It's on March 2nd, which is a Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd like to be sure that you all receive that invitation. If you haven't, please let me know and I'll make sure that one comes out to you. The business to why I'm up here now. Last meeting we had 4 ordinances voted on and adopted and so on. I know that the city, as far as information goes, in preparation for this meeting, puts out packets that's available for everybody. The packet for that meeting was 49 pages, which is great. I mean, it contains everything. It contains the minutes of the previous meeting, it contains financial information, it contains even the ordinances that you're voting on. When you voted on the ordinances, though, and I usually take a look at it all the time. I just printed this one out for effect this time. Before I get it, but every once in a while I can't get to it fast enough. I think it would be beneficial, especially on the ordinances, if a 1 or 2 sentence summary backs you what's going on. It happens sometime, but it doesn't happen all the time. Like one of the last time was regarding an adjustment to, I think, the rates for permits. Now, I don't know, did that mean an increase? Did it mean a decrease? Did it mean new permit cost and so on? You don't have to go over the entire ordinance, but I think every time you're voting on it, there should be just a little discussion. I think 1 or 2 sentences would just give a lot more information to the public about that. So, again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Wayne.
Again, Dave Slater on Walker. This is gonna be really simple. Some people are new from the other meeting, a couple that weren't. I want Warren to specify the information he gave about the water tower, just so some of the people that showed up in this meeting.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
To give it up. Oh, okay,
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was,
Yep.
that was.
I'm going to close open comments now. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting, Tuesday, January 28th.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Erling,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Wozak,
Yes.
Mayor Hart,
Yes.
motion carries.
I do not have anything, except be careful tomorrow. We're supposed to be getting, Lord knows, from 10 to 5 inches of snow, so just please be careful out there, and be careful when you drive. I'm not worried about any of you, I'm worried about all the other lunatics that are out on the road, so just please be careful.
Mayor?
Mr. O, yes,
Can I say something? School will not be in session tomorrow. It will be e-learning.
okay,
All devices were sent home today, so.
thank you, Liz. Tony,
I have nothing today, Mayor.
okay. Sarah,
Nothing to report tonight.
thank you. Sean is not here. Brian,
I will be absent from the next meeting. I'll be on vacation, but I'll have Angela Moore from our office present at that meeting.
thank you.
That's all, Mayor. Thank you.
We'll get down to the reports of the commissioners, accounts and finances. Ms. Kim.
Thanks, Mayor. First off, I'd like to point out that the office staff has added a finance tab to the City of Braidwood's website where you can view the audits and the past budgets that have been passed throughout councils. I did get a chance to review. I know the budgets date back all the way to '06. That's on about, yeah. The audits, as discussed on Facebook, we're still pending 2023's audit, but 2022's is posted on the website for easy viewing for anyone within the community. Next, I would like to make a motion to approve payment of the bills in the amount of $136,879.02. Of which 11,000 went to Westcom, about 6,000 for postage at the post office, 9,000 for salt, 50 for garbage, 9.7 for the audits, and about 6.5 thousand for vehicle parts and repairs.
I'll
So-
second.
Commissioner Erling,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Wozak,
Yes.
Mayor Hart,
Yes.
motion carries.
Secondly, I'd like to make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $93,464.47.
I'll second that motion.
Commissioner Erling,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Wozak,
Yes.
Mayor Hart,
Yes,
motion carries.
That is all I have, Mayor.
thank you. Streets and public improvements,
Nothing to report, Mayor.
public buildings and property.
At the town hall, we did address a leaking water tower. And I was explaining to the group earlier that unbeknownst to us, we go in there to shut off a valve to turn the water off to get this taken care of, because they do have to repair this water tower from the inside. Decade ago, 15, 20 years ago, somebody has replaced valves in there, nobody documented it. It's very frustrating for the team at the city and for myself as well. We've talked to some companies to bypass, and we're waiting on them to respond, but we're working diligently on getting this taken care of. Well 5, we're waiting on some quotes on a couple components to that. But even though the water tower is leaking and we have one well down, the water surplus is very positive. There's no worry. So to answer this question, that's all I have, Mayor.
Warren, do you know how old the water tower is?
I do not. We're looking into it. Rob, the main guy at the plant, did send an email out last month. I did not have time to pull it up. But in that email, there was a story about when this well used to be like a public fountain way back when. And it went through the dates and times, so I did not recover that email. I'll have that information next time.
So for 75,
Yeah, it's been there a long time.
it's over.
Was it working, I mean, does it work at full capacity, you know, when it's operational?
You know what, because we have so many different sized water towers, some are half full, some are all the way full. We got shorter towers that fill up, and we can't overfill the bigger towers because of the pressure in the volume. So we try to stabilize all the towers so that they work together. So no, some of them are not completely full, some are. It just depends.
And I think a couple people last hour were asking if it's gonna affect the water pressure.
No, and that's what we're really monitoring, and so far we're holding up just fine. There's plenty of volume. They're working hard to get somebody in here to give us a hand with this to resolve the issue. So we're just, any day now, we're supposed to get some answers from another company. So we're working hard on it. It's very frustrating for myself as well as the city guys. They've been working on this for quite some time, and nobody documented what they did years ago. And it's been my experience throughout the city, we're running into this a lot. So that's something that we're working on. George handles a lot of it, and he's finding valves that haven't worked for a while. We're trying to get out and assess everything and exercise the valves, and whatever's needed, compose a list and pick and prioritize and go from there. But right now we're in good shape. There's no threat to the volume or the safety of the water or anything like that. So just watch the iceberg out back.
That's what I was gonna just say, for the people in town, steer clear of it, because it's
Yeah.
freezing and melting,
Right.
freezing and melting.
So yeah, very frustrating, but we're working diligently on it and trying to get it resolved.
Yeah, even late tonight, so it's great work there by the crew there.
Right, yeah. No, they don't stop, and we'll find a solution. I've talked to companies, and we're working hard at it, and we hope to have it resolved soon. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, public health and safety.
Thank you,
Ron.
Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the police reports. The police report for the period of January 28th through February 10th. The total number of calls for service were 238. The case reports was 13. Total subjects arrested, 3. Total arrest charges, 9. Total number of traffic stops, 79. Citations, 25. Written warnings, 50. Semi-truck violations, 3. And total number of P tickets, 5. Next, I'm going to talk about the Emergency Service Disaster Agency and their activity over the last month. Over the month of January, they've had 22.5 hours of service. The bigger candidates or actions for service were 6 man-hours for non-emergency traffic assistance or non-emergency assistance for traffic control, road closure, that kind of stuff. And 10 hours for, the first one, 6 hours was for the fire department, and the 10 hours is for the Braidwood department in each of those categories. So again, the total for the month was 22.5 hours. The total yearly man hours is 627.5 man hours. The in particular items that stood out for where they spent time were the Run for Heroes escort on January 4th, the assisting of Braidwood Fire Department on Route 113 and Bauer Road for a traffic control for a semi-fire, and on 117 assisting the Braidwood Street Department for traffic control during the Christmas decoration takedown, on 118 for the Run for Heroes escort, and on 125 assisting to the Braidwood Fire Department for road closure for a gas main rupture. Other activities included a Will County Emergency Service Mutual Aid Association meeting, and on 119, a river ice condition evaluation along Kankakee River through Custer Park. Next, I would like to reiterate the mayor's mentioning of the bad weather condition potentially for tomorrow. They are, the snowfall has been widely varied, but it could be very significant, the most this winter, over 6 inches or whatever. So everybody, please prepare and be ready and watch your driving and traffic so that we don't have any accidents, people hurt, or anything else. Next, there's a Braidwood election happening April 1st, as people probably have heard. I recommend that everyone make sure they are registered to vote and take interest in evaluating and selecting candidates. One of the best ways to do this is to attend a Meet the Candidates meeting where questions can be asked of all candidates, as was mentioned here in the talk by Wayne at the beginning of this meeting. Next, I'd like to, on the meeting of the candidates, watch for the dates, if there's more than one or if there's only one. Wayne mentioned the date of March 2nd. Ninth?
I put it in my calendar and I'm like, you said
I thought that was the date.
Okay, so good, we got a correction here. It's March 9th for the Meet the Candidates, and this will be at Shadow Lakes, and it'll be 2 p.m.
Corner 129 and Coal City.
Yeah, 129 and Coal City Road.
Can the public go to that since it's in?
Everybody can come to that.
It's encouraged, yeah,
I believe
absolutely.
the address is 24019.
It's at the office, right?
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah, I know.
the building, the big dome building there.
I think it's 24019 West Coal City Road. That's what I've got.
And then I believe there will be another one with even better, well, not better, even more central to the city and all the residents. So watch for the dates. There will be at least one. I think there's going to be at least 2. Yeah, 3 maybe? Okay, so there may be 3. So please watch for the dates and attend what you can. This is your best way to learn about all the candidates and what we can do for our city going forward. The last item I have is there was an emergency disaster class in preparation for an emergency practice event that is occurring in the beginning of April. So a lot of the city officials attended that, and almost all city officials will be represented in April. It's going to be an emergency disaster for the Dresden nuclear power plant. And next year, in 2026, there will be a practice exercise, emergency exercise for the Constellation here in Braidwood nuclear power plant. So just let you know that people are working hard at preparing and keeping the city prepared to be safe and how to handle emergencies. And that is all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, I see we have George here. George?
Today we're looking at a vacant lot on the northeast corner of Walker and 3rd Street. In October of 2024, the zoning board and the council approved a map amendment on this property, PIN number 0224 08 105 023 0000, to divide the one large lot into 3 lots. That was done in October. The board met on February 3rd in regards to a final plat of the property. Upon review of the final survey, the board found it to be well designed with the proper public utility and drainage easements, and we approved it. Our recommendation to the city council is to approve this final plat subdivision for PIN number 022408 105 So it can be sent to the Will County Mapping and Planning Department, and we'll have 3 new homes in Braidwood coming up shortly then.
I'll make the motion to approve the final plat for the PIN number 0224081050230000.
Second.
Commissioner Erling,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Wozak,
Yes.
Mayor Hart,
Yes,
motion carried.
thank you, George. Do we have any old business? Do we have any new business?
Yes, Mayor, I noticed on that Meet the Candidates, March 9th, that's daylight savings time. So you show up and you're an hour late, well, what would it be? You're spring ahead. So you show up and it's,
It's a ghost town.
if no one's there, just wait an hour.
Good point. I have one more item. I thought it was a very good point for us to consider making a statement before each of the ordinances that we are presenting. So I will certainly make sure that we, at least I, and I believe all the council will make an effort to do that. That's a good point.
Dale, I'm gonna ask you, do we have one more meeting?
Oh, that's right. We do have another town hall next month. And it's March, I think it's March 11th.
Yes.
That's a Tuesday. Same time here. We don't have a guest, so I mean, we still invite you to show up. If we do have a guest, we'll let you know. But so far, it's just city council with the clerk and the city administrator, maybe the city lawyer.
Well, this also will be another excellent time to ask any questions about your city council and what's going on, because these town halls are an opportunity that we provide that no other town is really providing, and we think it's a great service, and we definitely enjoy getting the input from everybody and asking all the questions that they might have. So please feel encouraged to come out and ask anything you might want to ask about.
Tonight was wonderful, so I want to thank people that asked questions. Thank you again.
The next city council meeting is Tuesday, February 25th at 7 p.m. And I will need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner Erling,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Wozak,
Yes.
Mayor Hart,
Yes.
we have adjourned.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.